So f of x, it's 3 minus 5x all over
x squared minus 5.
X squared minus 5. Yeah. This is the classic. Well, I don't want to say it, but what rule do we use for this one? Quotient rule. Yeah, this is the classic quotient rule problem. We really can't do anything, right? Like, you can't really simplify it in a nice way. You have variables over variables. So this is one of the ones where you just have to suck it up. And usually you only have one of these on your exam. So if you find yourself using the quotient rule like 6 times on the test, you're working way too hard, right? So usually you only have to do it once on these, okay? So I should do it for you maybe. So f prime of x, or I'll help you. Let's do it together. F prime of x. So it's the derivative of the first, or top piece. So that one's kind of annoying. So this is 0. This is negative 5. Negative 5 minus 2x. Yeah, it's the derivative of the top piece or the first piece, right? Negative 5 minus 2x. Times the bottom piece or the second piece. So x squared minus 5. And then minus. And then it's the top piece, that entire thing, that ridiculous thing. 3 minus 5x minus x squared times the derivative of the bottom piece. So the 2x. Yeah, I don't like these at all. It's 2x. All over the bottom piece squared, right? The whole bottom piece is squared now. So x squared minus 5 quantity squared. So we're here. And then you have to simplify it. That's the part that's not fun. That's why you want to do it. This is going to happen a lot, though, like in the later sections. So it's one of those things. So again, let's check the derivative of the top piece. Minus 5 minus 2x times the bottom piece minus the top piece times the derivative of the bottom piece. So now we have to simplify it. So let's do it. So basically, you just distribute. You do this. You take this one and multiply it by these. Take this one, multiply it by these. So it'll be negative 5x squared. And then plus 25, right? Plus 25. So plus 25. Then negative 2x cubed. So negative 2x cubed. Plus 10x. Plus 10x. Let me go over that again, just make sure I did it right. So negative 5x squared plus 25, negative 2x cubed plus 10x, right? I'm not a fan of this. I don't like this at all. But again, it's one of those things in math. I mean, you're supposed to be able to do it. This negative is going to get distributed at the same time as this 2x, right? So you distribute both. So it'll be negative 6x, right? Negative 6x. It's all about algebra, like how your algebra becomes really good. Ooh. What's the next term going to be?
Negative 3 plus, and then yes.
Positive or negative? Plus 10x squared. Good. You see it? Plus 10x squared, because this, and this give you a positive 10x squared. Yeah, it's really annoying, but again, you get good at it. And the last one is also plus 2x cubed. Yeah, 2x cubed. All over this. People say, like, you know, calculus is you just have to be good at algebra. But I think you become good at algebra when you're taking this class. Like, this is when your algebra actually gets better, right? Like, you get really good at it because you have to do tons of stuff like this and more. Okay, now we just have to clean everything up. Oh, look, they go away, the cubes, right? This is a happy day. It feels like we're doing it right. The x squared terms would be negative 5 and a 10. That's just going to be 5. So 5x squared plus 4x. So plus 4x plus 25. All over the bottom piece. So x squared minus 5 squared. Thankfully, we don't have to take the second derivative. That would be really bad. Yeah?